All right, everyone dialed in.
We're here.
Dial.
Hold on, let me get my mic standing up straight, you know? Hold on.
Ring the mics. Dialed in.
There we go.
There we go.
End of the day.
That sounds good. That sounds great.
What's going on, y'all?
Let's get lit.
Let's get lit.
Let's get lit. Hey. Kristen, I like that vest, by the way.
Thank you.
That's a custom.
That's a custom 101. Oh, you put a zipper on it too?
It's old.
This is the EOD podcast.
What the fuck going on?
Yeah. I'm Sin Supreme.
My mic keeps going in and out.
But that might be the headphones because I hear
Here's
you
your boy,
normal.
T. I'll fix it in a sec.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Not to overshadow
Gang.
our intro.
Gang.
I thought maybe we would start over.
It's got pockets on it?
Because I can't hear myself.
You can't hear yourself?
I can hear myself now. But it was like going in
It's
and
crazy
out.
because you just said you can't hear yourself, but now you
No, I
can.
can. I
So you can hear
couldn't.
yourself?
I couldn't.
Yeah, don't let
But
them
I
troll
can.
you. Don't let them troll you.
Sometimes I'll really want to choke you.
But that has pockets though. That vest, just to be sure.
So this was like old pants that I turned into a vest.
But so the pockets work?
No, I sewed it.
Oh, yeah. This is something that I've just recently realized
Could
with
you
women's
unsew it?
clothing. Just in general, that y'all
Goes right
don't.
here.
A lot of women's clothing, T. I don't know if you know this. I was hanging out with Shorty last week, and a lot of women's clothing don't be like having like pockets.
And that's
shit.
why we're not supposed to carry money, and that's why men should pay.
Some
Whoa.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not wearing a jacket because it's decent weather.
That was a hot take.
I'm not wearing a jacket because it's decent weather. She happened to be wearing a jacket.
So you
Because-
expected her to like hold down the pocket, whatever you needed in your pocket.
These
like,
pockets don't work. They're not real.
It's just a fake pocket.
Wearing not even just like a fake looking jacket. It's a denim jacket. So you would think, but it is cropped. I will give her that. Once she gave me the reasoning, I was like, okay. But still, I would be pissed if you gave me a jacket with no pockets on
At least
it.
an inner pocket.
This was normal. This was run of the mill to her. And I'm imagining Kristen, obviously,
Yes.
you. What?
Yo, for me, clothes have to have pockets. If I'm walking around with no pockets, I feel naked. Like, how you gonna have nothing in your pocket? Not a phone, not a wallet, not a key.
And this is frustrating because I see both of you guys dealing with something that is frustrating me immensely right now. This
Talk about-
current wave of hoodies with no drawstrings. When did we stop putting drawstrings in hoodies? Yes, Kristen, look at you. You're just normal. It's just normal now.
Hey,
Sometimes I like it.
It helps me with, anxiety whenever I pull the drawstring whenever I'm like thinking. I'm just like, so I'm constantly reaching and there's nothing there anymore.
it's kind of nice sometimes though, because you know how like if you have the drawstrings, if you don't tie them, they're just kind of like flopping around
Like all
the time.
willy-nilly.
I enjoy the flop.
It's a little sloppy Joe sometimes for me. Like, I just want it to be...
Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. I understand why they took some. I understand there needs to be the lack of drawstrings, but now there is no hoodie. It's harder to find a hoodie with a designer hood, like a style that we're wearing right now, where it's like it's a style that we would wear.
I think Supreme still does.
They're the only ones, but I have too many Supreme hoodies. You know this, T.
Yeah. Facts.
And their hoodies go crazy with the branding. I mean, like the brandless, like less the lack of branding, and even ones that do have branding too. But like you'll notice the faded, washed, those ones that look nice with the little bit of drip. Like literally, when I look at y'all, both of y'all have like a nice faded, good color.
Bro, Kristen actually got this for me for what, Christmas?
Yeah.
This shit's fire, bro. They call it the 8-in-1 hoodie.
I feel like we're getting played though, because the same way you buy an iPhone now and you don't have a charger in it, you buy a hoodie and you don't have a drawstring in it, and the price is still the same. The price should be cheaper.
Peep this, because they call this the 8-in-1 hoodie. You see the zipper right here.
You can crop it?
You can crop it,
It's cropped right now.
but then you could flip it and you can have two-tone.
Oh, it's reversible.
So, yeah, so I could I could reverse it.
I like the reverse.
I have a whole nother color, or I could like do half one color, half the other color.
And
You could reverse it and you could unzip it, reverse it, and zip it back in the other color.
Shit's hard.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Now I seen this one brand I follow, fuck with, has been doing the reversible hoodies, and I've been thinking about. I've never had a reversible hoodie, so
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Reversible clothing, I think, is one of the best wins because you literally get 2 pieces of clothing for the price of one.
the only one that's wild, and I did hear this from a comedian. He made fun of it was the reversible belt, like making fun of the fact that like
What's wrong with the reversible belt? I've had one like in the past.
well he's making fun of it as far as the idea of like you have the money to afford every other part of your outfit to have different color shoes, different color pants, different color shirts, but your belt, nah, you're just gonna have one belt and have it be 2 different colors.
Hey, bro, brown and black.
Brown and black, hell yeah.
I low-key think that's hard.
I mean, it's just funny because like that's where niggas will cut corners, is on the belt. That's essentially what the comedian was making fun of, is like that's where you're gonna cut the corner. Like, nah, I'm gonna get a belt that's 2 colors and I'm gonna just reverse that shit. Anywhere else, I'm gonna ball out, but the belt, nah, I'm gonna go reversible on
Next
it.
is reversible underwear. Yo,
like,
one day you're good, flip it the other way, got a whole nother.
Have you tried? And I've been like I don't know if it's like an age thing, but I'm noticing. Do you have any of those the Ethica underwear? You know which ones I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
T, do you know? Because I see only dudes.
No,
I think
he
they only
doesn't.
make men's underwear. I don't know if they make women's underwear.
No, I've never seen him have any.
Ethica underwear.
They're like
huge for a minute.
No.
I feel like they're still pretty big. I see them in Foot Locker. They just be so colorful sometimes that I'm just like, all right, I'm not gonna buy these colorful underwear.
No.
Oh, did you just start searching?
Bro, what the fuck is this? No, I don't have this shit.
I feel like they be wild sometimes. I feel like, yo, all right, because like all the rappers, but you see, because rappers be wearing them because they inside their pants and shit, so you see the band or whatever. So I just started noticing the Ethica, but it was always like the little bit that was show would always be super colorful, and then I seen them in Foot Locker. I'm like, who's wearing these colorful ass underwear? These are so colorful,
What
bro.
color undergarments?
Yeah, like for what? Like I feel weird taking off my underwear and they're just like not one solid color. And another thing, they got like a design on the butt. Like,
Are you all right, bro? Because there's boxer briefs and stuff like that. Like, do we feel like there's certain underwear that men shouldn't wear? Like, what's the joints where it's like it cuts off like up high type shit?
oh, like little like underwear.
It's like a thong almost damn near. What the shit's called?
But you're not talking about underwear. Are you talking about underwear?
Like a
The
high-waist
tidy whitey
brief?
joints.
Like something I would wear if I was 7 or 6.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a.
Hold on. So I'm not allowed to.
I think it's a grown man.
Well, because here's the thing. I have a pair of them.
You be wearing them.
I don't.
I think whitey titties are like granny panties. Like it's the same vibe. It's the
I
same
have a
shape.
I have a pair of them that have just like never get worn because I 100% will do laundry before I get to that one. I have one pair of them. They're
no legs, just
they're Calvin Klein. They're Calvin Klein underwear. And I only have one pair left because they made it from Boston. I've had them since
are they
then.
Comfortable?
They're super comfortable. They're essentially.
How old are they? Like 5? How long have you been here?
That's the thing. I never wear
You
them.
need to throw those away.
I never wear them because I never make it to them. So they're in.
So technically,
It's like a
great
fallback.
shape.
They're in perfect shape essentially. But like, they got bought in a pack. The other ones got thrown out because I was like, what the fuck? Because I bought them by accident because I didn't realize they didn't
What
have
the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't realize they didn't.
This granny pants
One
shit.
got one did stay. It was hard for me because they were expensive. I couldn't get rid of them. But if I was to run out and I had those on right now, I'd feel a little hurt that you were like totally clowning me. If I had, those
someone
on right
listening
now.
is probably wearing them.
Of course, someone's wearing those.
For me, bro,
Because some people hate they make them for a reason.
I just feel like it feels mad weird. Like your fucking shit could just fall out. That's what I feel like.
The one that's crazier to me.
Shit fall out of the like side of the leg, all loosey goose. Like at least the tighty whitey is gonna be like snatched up on
the
your
one
leg.
that's crazy.
I don't like having my whole leg exposed.
A ball pop out.
I need like
that could be a lot.
I need some coverage.
That could be a lot. That's what I think. As men, we need to get over is expose that leg. Show a little of your. I think what you're more afraid of is a little bit of your ass hanging out of your shorts. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're not catching me with my ass hanging out of my shorts, bro.
You don't want the cheek and the cheek.
That? Like if my cheek was halfway out.
Chris is not gonna be mad at that.
Cheeks, you know.
The thing that's crazier though is the no fly zone underwear. The underwear that don't have. Granted, I don't use it when I'm using the bathroom. When I'm using the bathroom, it's underwear without the little slit to pull your penis out. But because men don't use it most of the time, men are pulling down. They're pulling 100%.
It's I feel like it would take more time to like open up the button because my shit comes buttoned on some.
No, 100%. But that's the thing. So then why do they put it there then?
Hey man.
But then I've heard the argument of dudes who use the no-fly zone underwear saying they feel like they're wearing panties. Because just because that slit is not there, you essentially are wearing some panties.
I guess it's nice to have the option, right?
That the option is insane to me as far as masculinity. This is what it is. This is what we might need to tackle this year.
Yeah, let's tackle underwear.
It's things of that toxic masculinity, not being able to wear.
I don't think that's toxic masculinity,
bro. That's wild.
It's definitely a level of it.
Yeah, 100 fucking percent.
I mean, from your perspective of thinking that it's panties, but I'm not thinking that. I just think that it's not useful.
No. So right now, would you wear the no-fly zone underwear?
I have no fly.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't wear that. I didn't know that.
And a lot of like compression shorts for working out, like they don't have that.
My compression shorts,
like the.
You know what it is? They have it, but it's fake.
It's just like sewn on.
It's like sewn. It is cut in a way where it would feel like, but it's not. You really don't have it. It is.
You're supposed to cut it out. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say no fucking way. I was gonna go home and do that ASAP.
Like no. It's like those trends on TikTok where it's like, how old were you when you found out?
That's so funny.
Oh, dude. Speaking of trends, have you seen this new trend of like the AI that creates the Drake song from like you can just give it a topic and it creates a song?
That sounds like Drake's doing it.
Yeah.
Does it do it to music or does it just?
It does.
So does it make the beat as well?
It does.
Really?
And guess what? I have one for EOD podcast.
You do. Hold on. What? Hold on. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. So it creates the beat and all that.
So yeah, I went to this website. I just typed in. I tried a couple things, but I typed in EOD podcast or End of the Day podcast, and it made a fucking song, bro.
Does it do it? Can you do this with other artists other than Drake, or does it only do Drake?
So.
Okay.
But the site that I used was specifically for Drake.
For a Drake-like sounding bar setup and like flow and all that shit.
I wouldn't say all that, but you want to hear it?
Yeah, of course. Let's hear it.
Here we go. Exclusive shit.
T-Will exclusive.
End of the day, I'm tuning out the noise of the world.
Oh, I see.
Escape to a place of freedom.
Oh, this is simple.
Don't destroy your bow. End of the day, pockets tune in, feeling the way the world start to lift. These stories, I'm inspired, grateful for the knowledge I'm gifted.
That's kind of crazy.
No, I got another one.
That is crazy.
You know I had to come with two, bro. Check this one out. Ready?
I hear the podcast one day.
End of the day podcast.
That changed my life in every way.
What the fuck?
I tuned into the story of two missing hearts and all their glory.
I like this Drake. This is the Drake that I like too.
Fresh and so clean. The best podcast in the world. Nothing in between. The jokes, I'm never gonna leave. End of the day,
let's go.
Drizzy on EOD podcast.
Yo, featuring Drake.
Yeah, we definitely got Drake on this episode. We might have to use him as like the image and all that shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, call it. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
There was actually a recent rapper that came out with like a song and he just titled it featuring Drake to get views.
Of course.
And that shit went up. I think that's.
And did he use something like this?
No.
Oh, he just put featuring Drake.
It was just his song.
And people just believed it.
Yeah.
They're like fucking idiots.
Like,
I mean,
Drake?
It's crazy because the AI thing is just going insane.
Bro, it's actually kind of disturbing.
About yeah, I was about to say like there's different crazy aspects of this AI thing that's going on right now.
Bro, the thing that fucked me up that I read this week was the fucking shape-shifting metallic or the metal robot that they said could melt and reform itself.
It was a Lego, wasn't it? Or yeah, it was a Lego. It was a melting, or they used the shape of it. Original shape was a little Lego dude,
and then he melted through the bars,
and then he reformed himself like Terminator, nigga.
Bro, literally Terminator.
Yeah, the only thing I couldn't tell from the image or video was how long it took. That's what I was trying to see. Is that take like crazy long?
It did look like it was time lapse.
Yeah. Does that take crazy long or is that like fast? Granted, the fact that we even have that technology is scary, but like that's the only thing I couldn't tell was just how long that shit took. Cause
I seen that robot that picks up the fucking equipment bag and throws it to the worker.
Yeah, I seen that.
He like backflips and
that's in Boston. That's happening in Boston back home. Shout out Boston Dynamics.
Nah, get your people, bro. Tell them to chill.
Shout out Boston Dynamics. I mean, hey, what if that robot was throwing you your camera bag, and you was like, thanks, robot.
Thank you, robot.
And because that robot was helping,
like, I can take your photo too.
Yeah, because that robot was assisting you, the company could save money hiring an actual human and pay you more.
Take jobs away from the humans.
There we go.
Yeah, fuck it. The robots need jobs.
As soon as possible.
It. They need to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They can pay you more and not have to hire an assistant.
Nah, they're like, hey, we actually got the robot to do everything you do, so
you can get the fuck
out of here.
No, that's just crazy. That's just crazy.
It really is crazy.
Well, bro. There's also the thing with the AI shit. There was that. As I put it in the I think I put it in there.
What is it? I'm not seeing it.
No, maybe not. But this dude got caught up looking at this streamer was on a website.
Oh God.
And he's streaming, so he's screen sharing, and he looks at something, and real quick, right before he goes back to the other page, people see a tab with all his other shit open, and in one of his tabs, he has a deep fake website open, and he's a super popular streamer, and obviously the internet went back, clipped that shit, slowed it down, and looked at the tab, and now you guys are aware of what deep fakes are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If for people who aren't aware, deep fake is essentially content created with just a person's likeness. They are 100% not involved in it, but it has their face in it, and that's just the internet technology at its best. This AI technology to a degree.
I mean, like low key, like that Drake shit.
Yeah, that Drake shit. You can just type in someone's name, and then they'll be able to create content. And the site he was on was porn. It was porn deep fakes, and it had other streamers, popular female streamers, on this website. The internet goes crazy because he's a fucking super popular streamer, and he tries to apologize and all that shit, but it didn't really matter. One of the shorties is suing him and shit. But one of the things about it was that I'm just in the comments reading back and forth because the deepfakes thing I am a little bit split on.
So does he's appearing to be the woman?
No, he one of the women that he was looking at is like suing him over it because she's just been, she takes deep fakes super heavy. She's traumatized by it. I mean, me personally, it would be hard for me to care 100% about deep fakes because I know there's nothing you can do about it.
Wait, but he's watching porn that is like her deep fake? Or
yeah, essentially, yes. Imagine you see someone else who's another popular podcaster.
Brandon Irwin.
is his name.
Ewing?
Yeah.
Ewing?
And you for a second, you found out, so let's say just in general, you found out someone else was masturbating to deep fakes of you. Are you...
I don't think that's like suable though.
I don't know how that would be suable either.
I don't know. Well,
make me uncomfortable, but like, what am I supposed to do? Because whether they have a deep fake or they're just thinking about me when in their mind, like,
that's my thing that I can't get over. I could just do that off of your Instagram, even if you don't post content like that.
So funny.
I could just look at your Instagram, just regular photos of you riding a bike and jerk off to it.
Yo,
that'd be a wild ass session. Mad hard to get off, but I'm like,
wow,
damn that banana seat.
One of my girlfriends told me that that's how you know you love somebody, if you think about them.
Yeah, facts. But that's my thing about the deep fakes, as far as like they came about because people who are attractive weren't making content like that. People who are famous actresses aren't gonna do porn, so dudes want to see him like that. But you know, Angelina Jolie, she hasn't done porn, but she's come very close to being naked on camera to the degree you've seen. She has been
naked.
I'm sure. I'm sure she has been. So, you know, regardless of you have that level of content or you have no content, someone could technically make a deep fake of you.
But I will say though that that technology is fucking scary.
It is scary to the degree. For me personally, the pornographic side of it is not really the scariest side.
Really? Because you could, but with that comes like so much drama. Like you could set somebody up to make it look like a deep fake of somebody sexually assaulting someone.
Well, here's the thing. It's not scary. Well, because up to this point, it's not scary as long as you can prove it's a deep fake. At this point, there's never been one that's existed where someone was like, oh, they weren't able to disprove it, essentially.
Yeah.
If it gets to a point where we can no longer tell, there's no longer, oh, no, this is a deep fake.
But, bro, we're not that far away is what I'm saying.
Hey, no, that might be, I don't know, because the way both sides of technology keep growing. Yeah, the deep fakes keep getting better, but the sleuths, once again, there hasn't been that level of a deep fake where there's no one out there who's getting accused of fucking someone that is like, yo, I didn't fuck that person in this video. You know what I'm saying? Like if that was the case, then I would be 100% terrified of it. Me personally, I'm more
like we could start wars with this.
It could be, but that's to say, I'm more scared of them being able to use that shit to open your phone.
Yeah.
Like,
but can you use a photo of someone's face to open the phone?
Yeah, they have those masks. Did I put it in the chat?
No, we talked about that a few episodes
ago. That shit was kind of scary to the degree, like, and just in general, I would be more scared not even of someone making a video of me fucking someone, but me making a video of me doing a crime.
Yeah.
That would be more scary.
Like killing somebody?
Yeah, that would be more scary. Because me fucking someone, hey, like, all right, that you know, that could be rectified or whatever. But me killing someone, doing a drug deal, fucking at a crime scene,
yeah,
me being at a scene or some shit, and I'm not really there. Like that shit is fucking scary to me, really. Because that seems like this type of shit that niggas it just be mad hard to disprove, like niggas want to think. Especially us of our complexion want to think we're guilty up front,
right? Before
we're like, yo, I wasn't even there. I'm just imagining me trying to disprove a deep fake of me doing a crime right now.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
Shit is insane.
Okay, so basically it would be like the consent, like her not having the consent is like what they could possibly sue on, but there's not really that many like laws.
Well, that's the thing. Like the laws have not caught up to deep fakes at all.
And the thing is too is like if he didn't make the content, if he's just observing it, then he gets sued. I feel like the person that
in his apology he did say he was on Pornhub and there was a ad for the website that brought him down the rabbit hole of how he had even ended up there.
Yeah.
But in the end of the day, yeah, you are. I think the thing that people were most freaked out about is that he was looking at people who were essentially his coworkers.
That is weird.
Because like in the streamer world, it is like a level of like we're in a fraternity or a club, because it's hard to get into become a popular streamer. So anyone who does,
that is kind of weird.
Yeah, so you looking at, but at the same time, a lot of female streamers, they be mad attractive, you know. So like, this nigga's also married too. Like, so I don't know. There's so many layers to that. That's why it was more or less me trying to just more or less talk about the deep fake side of it. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Than him, because there's so many layers to that shit. Like, but like,
that guy aside, I think the whole concepts of deep fakes is a pretty scary thing to think about.
Yeah.
All of this AI technology, it just comes to show you how far it's come. Like, we've seen it create photos of us.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't do that shit, but did you?
Which one?
The AI like art.
Oh no, I didn't do that either.
They killed it. They
did her, good. And it was crazy, dude. Like,
the one. I think it was, honestly, what freaked me out was just the amount of photos they required. I was just like, super like, it was a little. Yeah, it was like, all right, that was a little weird. But I did want to do that. I'm not gonna hold you. I did want to just see what they would do.
Some of them, they made me look literally so terrible. I could leave the planet.
Like bad? Like in what
Horrible.
way? Like they didn't look like you?
No, it didn't. No. It was okay. It was bad. But then some of them were fucking cool. I was like, I said I will look like that on my 31st birthday. I said I will make that outfit right now.
On my 31st. Like, so I mean, honestly, I'm totally support of that.
I mean, hey, a little AI fit, whatever.
Yeah. I did hear though that with those photos, you sign away your right to use those photos. They could use your photos for anything. You can't do anything.
Crazy.
I did hear that early on, but then I seen people combating that with like, if you're on Instagram, we've already technically signed those waivers with a lot of shit that we've already agreed to. If we've been on the internet since MySpace, we've signed away a ton of shit already.
Yeah, I mean, there's no privacy. There is no ownership of anything basically on that you have on the internet.
People own it. I think they own everything on Facebook. They own everything on MySpace. They own everything on Instagram.
I might as well get some art out of it.
Yeah, no, that's what people were saying, because I saw that early on too, because of course people were going to go through the fucking terms and use service, and it was like, yo, we have perpetuity for the entirety of our existence and ownership, and they can use it for whatever. But you know, most companies, you know, they probably wouldn't, because you're gonna
the reality is though is that regardless of the law, if you have a photo on the internet and someone wants to use it, they can.
Or if you're just on the internet,
they can screenshot, they can download it.
And it's not to say it's right, but they can.
One time,
what'd you say?
It's not to say it's right. That the idea of what you're saying, it's not to say, you know, it's right that they can do that, but they can. It will get done, especially if you're popular. But it's not to say, like, because you know, people complain about their images getting used on deep fakes and shit like that. And it's like, you know, I'm not saying it's right, but if you're on the internet, your face is going to get used.
Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, wild topic.
How would you feel if there was actual deepfakes of you right now?
Like doing a crime?
Not even. If there was there was a deepfake of you fucking some chick. Or
that would be crazy.
Or fucking a dude, even worse.
And then I have to convince Kristen, like, Kristen, that was not me.
That was a deepfake.
Just you doing some shit that you don't do, like fucking some dude or some shit. You'd be like, wow, what am I gonna do right now? You see that on the internet right now on some site that's Pornhub level. Bro, how do you can't get that taken down?
Yeah. Sounds literally like a Black Mirror.
Because the streamers, the girl streamers are saying it's costing them and their mad bread to get their lawyers to even take this shit down.
In my head, when you said this, like, it was like, you know how when you go on your phone, you're like, oh, make me look like Beyonce, and like,
yeah, of course.
Like, what was that app called? Anyways, whatever. I thought that's what it was, and then it just goes away. But this is like actual porn that's like out to the public.
Yeah, this is like a website. It's like a website. It was like a Pornhub level website.
Do you remember that app though?
And you can essentially type in someone who's pretty famous with some level of followers, and they would pop up.
Damn, that sucks.
So that's what I mean. Like right now, what if I could go to a website and type in your name, T? I could type in T Will exclusive, and some shit pop up with your face on it, and you doing some wild ass shit.
Ruin your life.
That's what essentially.
But then, if you find out who did it, then you ruin their life.
That's the thing. It don't even necessarily be someone specifically. It be your images. Now it can be your images or on the internet, so I can get access to this database and cross-reference it with this database and create the algorithm. For
consent for that.
Create the algorithm.
I think that soon enough it won't exist to the public, like deepfakes.
You think
the government will shut that shit down?
Well, because I'm thinking it's gonna happen to someone of some level of importance.
Oh no, because it's gonna
happen to like a fucking
16-year-old girls.
No, I was gonna say it's gonna happen to like a senator or some shit like that.
A senator's 16-year-old child.
Yeah, something like that, and they're gonna feel, because the laws have not caught up to this shit right now. The laws have not. There's like, it's mad hard to get the websites taken down. It's like mad hard to do any of that shit. So, but it's just crazy to think. But because I see people split on it a lot. Like some people being like, "Yo, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like I wouldn't care. Like it's not me doing it, so I don't care."
Someone's pioneering that technology and just like keeping it alive.
100%, yes.
Like because if not, it would have been taken down by
100%. So it's just, what are they getting out of it? Is what I wonder. Is it just? Are they getting money? Because like I haven't been on any of their sites, but like I don't know if they're. I
didn't
wonder.
even know that it was public access. That's crazy. You can just go on that website.
They had deepfakes. Apparently, they had deepfakes on. They might still. I'm not sure, but they had deepfakes on Pornhub for a while of like celebrities and shit.
That's crazy.
So
that's uncomfortable.
Like. Yeah, like I know that was the first time I had ever heard of deepfakes, is because they were actually on Pornhub. But
what the fuck,
scary.
Dude.
I'm sure it's like Googleable.
Never want to see one and never want to be one.
And then VR. You combine those two worlds, and what world are we in, bro?
Dude, I feel like it's like not far. I still feel, I don't know. I still feel like we're like maybe a full generation out of full VR acceptance, because it's still really hard for me personally for anything to be real life, you know?
No, for sure. I mean,
but I think there's still like, I feel like the next generation after us, not even after the generation that's behind us,
Gen Z.
Yeah, after that one might be the first true adopters of like, all right, get home, all right, VR. VR in your free time. Oh, let's go on vacation. Oh, let's get this VR package, like type shit. Because real life is still fucking. We're still like trying to travel and go places we ain't even been. Fuck VR. That shit is $500, bro. For PS5, I was looking at the PS5 VR. I wanted to buy it. That's just the same price as the PS5. It out as,
like government funded way to
like a free headset,
but more of a way to reduce carbon emissions and get people to stay home and go experience life.
It would definitely cut down consumerism, because everyone would be buying digital shit.
I agree, but I think that's the thing they're talking about though, is it's so expensive to go to a basketball game now. So expensive to go to a concert. You're gonna have to watch it VR.
Bro, Nike's already on that. They got their whole dot swoosh thing.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
They're creating sneakers and shit like that.
Have you tried any at-home VR other than the one that we did? Because the one we did is like a very specific type of VR. You go there, it's fun. We're with a group. Y'all haven't done anything like at your crib type VR?
Only the iPhone VR, and that was,
you put it like that.
You get like the goggle container, and you slide your phone in, and then you put your phone into, like, essentially attaches to your face, but like the goggles magnify it and it becomes like VR. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, the shit we did, I was sweating after that shit. That shit was.
Oh, that was a full workout when we were fighting those zombies.
That was a full ass workout. Nah, for real.
That video is so funny to watch.
Oh my god, I could scream.
Oh man.
I would totally stream VR. That sounds awesome.
I mean, speaking of vision, Mr. Beast.
Oh,
who is this person?
You've heard of him before?
I've heard about him all the time. Everybody talks about him all the time.
Well, he started out as just like a normal, or not normal. He started out as a YouTuber doing just like a bunch of random ass videos that
expensive stunts
that just like got it. There's a video I'll send it to you, Kristen, on YouTube that a person did that, like, who is Mr. Beast and how is, like, I remember one of the first videos of I seen a Mr. Beast that was like super popular. I didn't watch it, but like he just sat in his room and counted to 100,000, I think. No.
Like live streamed himself counting?
Yeah, he just counted a number. And that was like one of his first videos.
100,000?
Yeah. He just sat in the room and counted to 100,000.
What the fuck?
That's insane.
How long did that take?
That's what I'm saying. This video is 23 hours.
No way did he sleep? Nah, bro.
But those are like some of his earlier YouTube videos that got it.
Watch that shit.
Yeah, he did. Those are his earlier YouTube videos of him just sitting in his room type doing videos before he got super popular. And then once he started making money off of YouTube and shit like that, that's when he started doing these crazy ass videos.
My bad.
He does all these videos where he does crazy giveaways and crazy. He's pretty much like the Oprah Winfrey giveaway version of Oprah with YouTube. Mm-hmm. And he's the most followed person on YouTube. I fuck with him. He has a cool burger delivery service out here in LA. And yeah, he did fix 1,000 people's vision, and the internet still finds a way to hate on that shit, which was weird.
So he just does nice stuff.
Yeah, and all the time. And it's just weird. I think people just, which I can understand, people have an issue with filming charity.
Yeah.
But all he does is give away. So it's hard to see the profit that he, you know what I'm saying? Like, if all he...
Oh, this is crazy. He's really just sitting in the room counting.
I think...
Because, like, filming charity is a weird space.
Yes.
Or profiting off of charity.
As long as they're okay to, like, can I post this video to the internet? Like, it could possibly go viral, like, at any point in time. Like, if they even have, like, just that information and they say, yeah.
97,000.
If we as consumers need positive things that, like, keep us inspired and, like, keep us believing in, like, nice things, we need to see that.
There was one dude who, once he got his vision fixed, he got brought out to the like area like after, and they put the reading chart, the like vision chart in front of the dude, and the dude was like, all right, he was like, can you read that for me? And he was like, you have won $10,000, and he just gives him 10 grand right there.
What?
Oh wow. Wow.
He gives one dude, he's like, you have won a Tesla, just gives him a brand new fucking Tesla. Like, yo. And he did it in all over the world. He did it in Jamaica. He did it in fucking like other countries and shit like that. It's crazy, like low key. Like, all he does is give away. I haven't been able to find a chink in the dude's armor, because once a dude starts doing shit like this, I'm instantly, my antennas for like, all right, this nigga gotta be a fix somewhere in this motherfucker. But I haven't been able to find it. He has. There's not. I've been waiting for the video of him saying the N-word to come out for the longest fucking time. Oh my god! Honestly, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for him to be like, man, fuck all these broke niggas. Like, I've been waiting for the video, Mr. Beast coming hard at motherfuckers to come out for the longest time. But nah, he's been solid. Like,
his name Mr. Beast though.
It's like gamer shit. That's why.
Oh.
So like, he came up as like a gamer streamer type shit, and like, so. That's pretty much what it was. So, but it's funny to see, because if you watch a lot of his videos, he gives away a lot of shit, and it's all for good causes. But it do be, there's no denying it be for the content.
Yeah.
So but he also, the thing about this whole video, the surgery is just dumb expensive, but it's only 10 minutes. He was talking to the fucking eye doctor. He's like, yo, this surgery low-key is super simple. It's just crazy expensive. So most people can't afford it. it's something that honestly the government should cover, because it would help the workforce, like increase the workforce. Because a lot of people who they weren't like blind, they just were legally blind, so they can't get jobs and shit like that. Like, and he's saying the surgery is just, you know, dumb, like expensive. It's expensive that some people can't reach it. It's like out of some people's reach, but it's mad easy. It's only a 10-minute surgery, bro. That's why he was able to do so many people.
Yeah, that's tight. My thing about
that's fucking
making
cool.
money off of this though is, if he's doing what he's loving, he's filming it, and these people are okay with it, then like what's the harm in that? Like, how can we like say that his intent is bad?
I don't know.
If he's doing nice things, it's probably because he wants. I mean, that is not always true, very clearly, but
it's why some people can't stand comments and will never read comments.
Yeah.
Or some people comments will eat them up.
Yeah.
Like, I read them and just enjoy them and can laugh at them. I can I can disassociate myself from the comments, because I know most people, one, you can't convince, you're not going to convince everybody or get everybody to think how you think.
People in the comments are not looking to learn.
But the only way I think you can tell if you're doing something right in your mind based off of your values is if the views are there and you know. So for him, bro, I'm the most followed person on YouTube.
That's crazy.
I got the most followers on YouTube, bro. I'm essentially the king of the castle. Yes, I think I'm not gonna listen to these niggas in the comments who's hating on me. I'm sorry. And I just gave 1,000 people eyesight.
1,000 people?
It was 1,000 people. He did the surgery for 1,000 people. Paid for 1,000 people.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's so many people.
That's mad people.
And gave shit away.
And gave mad shit away too. Gave so many things away. It was fucking insane.
Yo,
the video's crazy.
Shout out
Go
to
off.
him. That's better than God's plan for show.
Yeah, for sure. Drake
Definitely
wish. If this nigga could rap, if Mr. Beast could rap, it'd be over. If you get a chance, it's pretty good. I didn't mind it. I liked it mainly because it was fast, and it was the fries are always good. Fries at a burger spot is always my favorite. But he does have a delivery service out here in LA.
Who does?
Mr. Beast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
I see it right here.
It is pretty tasty.
74 mil in 4 days. Wow. Pretty crazy though.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Beast.
Very dope.
Come on there and talk on the podcast. Show us some love.
What do you think of those Nocta slides?
The main issue, because I wasn't gonna just hate on them because it was Drake or anything like that. The main issue with the promo ad, for people who don't know, Nocta released these, or is going to be releasing these slides. They announced these slides, is they didn't have any on foot photo. I need to see how those look on a motherfucking foot, dude.
What do you think?
They look like they're supposed to look like a flipper, or what was it?
Definitely,
a scuba. What is it called? Scuba flipper, a scuba.
Well,
I'm calling it a water slide.
The side angle is definitely looking like a flipper. That's funny.
I mean, those are sick though.
They are fly.
Like if I'm in the water with those
fins.
What?
But that's what I'm saying.
Scuba.
They're called swim fins. The actual term for them is swim fins. And have you ever used those before?
In the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about them? Do you feel like they help? They like legit help?
They definitely help you. So,
yeah.
Yeah. They're like, they propel you. You know,
Yeah.
like the fins definitely like push you forward, but you know.
Like having like a webbed foot?
Yeah. I don't think this would have the same effect.
No. I was wondering just in general, because they look ridiculous when you walk around with them on land.
That just looks like either a lot of toe room or.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
Like, where does your toe hit the end, or does it go to where that?
I think it goes to where that little line is, and then that's the extendo.
I just think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
I feel like I would be tripping up. It like imagine going upstairs in that. You would be tripping all over that shit.
Wait, but these are fins, correct?
They are called swim fins. It does seem like it's a lot of front toe room.
They're calling it calm slides.
On high snobiety.
Oh wait, no, they're
called swim fins.
Yeah, wait.
Go full merman.
That is definitely a merman experience.
It just says Nocta X Nike slides. You have a name for them?
Yeah, Nocta, Drake's Nocta, Nike swim fins.
Oh, so they are for swimming?
No, I think that's just the name of the design, the style of the slides. I don't think they're actually for swimming. I think what you're saying, they're like supposed to be shoes, but they just have that's why I needed to see a foot in it, because either the front is smaller than we're seeing, and that might be all your foot in there in the front.
I tried to look for an on-feet photo, but
there's no on-feet photo. There's only those dumb, because you know what, this could be a render, and then when they make them, they're like, oh, these shits look horrible on, and they never see the light of day. Because these look like a render. These look like they don't.
Are you rocking them?
Oh no, me no. No way. There's no way I could wear those.
I just don't understand where you would wear that.
These though, I'm looking at these. These shits. You didn't use these when you went swimming, did you?
No, bro.
Those shits is fire.
What? Oh, we're taking that to Hawaii,
bro. That is wild.
That's wild, T.
Wow. No, I need that.
T, you need those.
Don't let me get aerodynamic.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
With the web hands.
Oh
the dark fin web power swimming gloves. Those shits look fire.
I'm about to get gills too, bro. Fuck. Let's go.
Dude, the other day I was just watching Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and that happens. That's what they were in the breakdown of how Shark Boy became Shark Boy. He's just hanging out with a group of sharks and ends up just growing gills. And I was like, oh, okay. That seems pretty convenient.
Hell yeah.
To just be hanging out with some sharks and just start growing gills.
Very adaptive.
Yeah, for real. Like, I've never seen this movie before. So have you? You never watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
I think when I was a little kid.
That's what I'm saying. I figured you had. I figured you too, Kristen, maybe.
I think not in my age range. I feel like it was that like young.
But before that, it was.
You were too young?
I was too old.
You was too old.
I was too grown for that.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I never watched it either. I just knew it was. I just knew it was popular.
What about Spy Kids?
Spy Kids, I watched. Yeah, I watched that.
That shit was hard.
I remember the glasses that had like the one popped in front of the other and to the other, and
oh yeah.
For him to look at something small.
No, the movie was.
Spy Kids was sick. Legit. Kids movies are ridiculous.
Same around the same time. It was like Charlie's Angels too. I remember
Charlie's Angels was not for children though. You shouldn't have been watching Charlie's Angels if you was watching Spy Kids.
Bro, I was watching Blade when I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's horrible. You should not be watching Wesley Snipes murder people.
Hey man, I had that. You know, when you're a kid, you just want to watch like the crazy shit. I don't know.
No, I feel you. I was watching stuff like that too, but I just didn't understand the storyline stuff. I just was just like paying attention to the action.
Hell yeah. No, I probably had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, nah. I was watching when I was younger. I was watching RoboCop, the first one, and just paying attention to
RoboCop.
Yeah, I just watched it the other day, and I was just like, damn, this movie's violent.
Horrible.
This movie's violent as fuck, but the storyline just had so many plot holes in it, and I'm just like, duh, what am I talking about? This movie was made where they did not have to give a fuck about the plot holes. There's a big ass man in a robot suit.
Die Hard was a dope ass movie from the past.
Yeah.
Terminator 1 too.
Well, there's this YouTube channel that I followed, and they be pointing out the crazy plot holes in a lot of those movies. The first Die Hard one is insane. I was like, damn, I never even realized that. Like, a lot of those movies could be yeah, because a lot of those movies that be like all happening in one day type shit, or like, because you know, Die Hard, that's all within one day, like the whole movie from start
like
to
a Christmas movie, right?
Exactly. And you'd be like, oh shit, a lot of those movies that could have been over in the first 15 minutes in reality, you know, like as far as like the level of the plot holes in them, it'd be crazy.
I feel you.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's ever getting over Die Hard. Die Hard's that shit.
Hell yeah. Matrix too. Shout out Matrix.
Oh man, when's the last time you watched a Matrix?
Recently.
Yeah.
Made Bullet Time.
Which one's your favorite? Obviously the first.
Yeah.
But after the first.
After the first, I'm gonna do the I don't know, because the second,
I didn't really like the second one.
I know most people didn't like the second, which is fair, but the second one, that fight scene with all the agents is in that one, and I love that fight scene where he fights.
That wasn't the third one.
Nah,
he's fighting all of them in the third one.
Yeah, no, he's fighting just the one in the rain in the third one. The one with all the remember when he goes to talk to the Oracle, and then all of them come out and he starts fighting them?
And they dogpile and he just fucking burst out of that.
That's just in the second one. So they had some. And the highway chase scene. That scene's fire. I'm sorry, that scene's super fire.
You're right.
I can't. The second one.
I just didn't like when they were underground and it was all about the fighting.
Of course, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, take me to the Matrix, nigga, where you got powers. I don't give a fuck about this real world shit. I need to see you guys in the Matrix where you guys are cool wearing all black. Because outside of the Matrix, you guys are lame. Y'all smell. You guys have, your drip is horrible. Y'all are dressed like broke Yeezy models. Like,
no, what's his name? Lawrence Fishburne. He had some drip outside the Matrix.
We're gonna have to take a look at that again because I'm not sure. I feel like he was just wearing like ragtag type shit. Just in general, I'm gonna say just outside the Matrix, it looked like a pretty whack existence. It didn't look like a life I was trying to live.
Well, that one dude,
homie was trying to get put back in the Matrix.
Who?
The dude in the first one who betrayed him.
Did you like Matrix 4? You forgot about that.
We're just gonna act like you didn't even ask that question, T. It's like asking if I like Coming to America too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's another house party too.
Oh yeah, I've heard wild ass shit about that movie, but it might be one of those movies that I'm like, I'll watch on either watch on HBO Max, or if I see it in theater, it'll be like on a tasty Tuesday or like a cheap Tuesday.
I feel you. You gotta get that AMC pass, bro. Unlimited.
Yeah, but dude, when I think about it, the first it technically wouldn't have gotten used. What happened? You start recording?
Bro.
What just happened?
I just cracked my screen.